Alright guys, this is part 2 to the foundation of Christ. If you did not watch part 1, I urge you to go into my YouTube channel and watch part 1. It gives you a lot of clarity to this episode, or short, whatever. And also, it's a 10 out of 10 video in my opinion. Please watch. Alright, so jumping right back in to what I was talking about. That's a super loud car. I'm so sorry. Sounds like gunshots. So, as I was saying in the last video, God will use trials and hardships and even allow, I'm not going to say he allows sin, but he's going to use sin to glorify him in a way that brings us closer to him. So he used me falling into sin to glorify him. Hear me out on this. Because I fell into sin, I repented of that in humility, and that actually broke my pride and ego. I'm not telling you go into sin. I'm not saying that. God does not want you falling into sin, but he's going to use you falling into sin to glorify him all the time. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. He does not want you falling into sin, but he will still be glorified. He will actually use that sin to bring you closer to him. So he burned away my pride and ego, one of my greatest idols in my life. He burned it away through that. And he was like, dude, I burned it all away. So now all that's left is me. And so what I'm going to have you do, Gideon, is build up your life with discipline. Man, this is so good. When the Israelites came back, their only focus was God. And all they wanted to do, the first thing they did was they rebuilt the temple of the Lord and they worshiped him day and night. No more pagan temples. No more idolizing other false gods. It was only Jesus Christ. It was only God they were worshiping. The first thing that they built was a temple for the Lord. Hallelujah. And so what they did is they rebuilt the walls of Jerusalem. And they rebuilt it with a sword in one hand and a hammer in the other hand, which I'm going to make a third video on that to give you some really cool context for that and just something the Lord told me about that. But the point of this video is I'm saying is that if we in our lives, I'm so sorry, I'm trying not to stumble on what I'm saying here. In our walk with God, we need to entirely make our focus God. The first thing we need to do is build for the Lord. In our lives, we need to build a temple for the Lord, and we cannot build worldly stuff on top of Christ, because God is a jealous God. He will burn it down. All right, stay tuned for part 3. I really hope this makes sense. I'm kind of stumbling right now.